Breaking news. The EFF deputy president has been resigned.
What a shock.
What's your take on that one?
What a shock. It came completely as a shock. I still can't put my head around, but I'm actually impressed by the maturity that both leaders demonstrated today. It must have been very difficult for the CIC to accept a resignation of someone that was so close to him, and that really helped him to form this organization and steered it to where it is now. It's a complete shock. But it's also a genius move on the part of Umkhonto weSizwe, because I think in Flash Shivambo they have obtained or achieved a remarkable, talented intellectual that will add incredible value to the organization itself. Yes.
Floyd is going to MK.
Floyd is going to MK. Gwazam Kondo, it looks like that. No, he said so. He said it very explicitly that he's joining Umkhonto weSizwe. Together with some others that the CIC didn't mention them, except Mzonela Manye, who also posted it on his Twitter account that he's joining Umkhonto.
Mzonela Manye. Okay.
Yes.
He's going back.
He's going back. Yeah, no. It looks like he never really was.
Is there any media briefing?
There was a media briefing just shortly before you came in here, so from 12 o'clock to so. Where the CIC, Julius Malema and Floyd were both actually leading the conference. So they had a joint statement. I suppose it was just to say to the fighters, do not fight, do not swear, do not curse, do not insult. This kind of dynamics do happen in the country, in politics, and no matter how difficult it is, everybody is at liberty to pursue their political ambition, and then to choose a path that they think will best serve their cause. Yes.
Enough about politics. The BUANG MOLOTO Foundation present to you the BUANG MOLOTO Choral Festival, the second annual choral festival. This time, last time it was the first.
Yes.
Now is the second one.
Yes.
And it's bigger and better.
Yes.
Today I'm with the man himself.
Yes.
The chairman of BUANG MOLOTO.
Yes.
Foundation.
Yes.
The chairman of BUANG MOLOTO Choral Festival.
Yes.
The CEO of
Linhleko
Project.
Yes.
His name is Hamlet Stefan BUANG MOLOTO.
Yes.
Nomzana.
My man.
Wamgelegin.
I know. Thank you. What an honor.
Sikwako but samgela wena.
I know. I'm glad you feel so welcome. That you can feel that you're the owner. Yeah.
Mr. Moloto, you cannot shy away from the fact that you are a man of many hats.
Yes.
You're chairman, CEO. What is the difference between these two, chairman and CEO?
Yeah, so obviously, Linhleko Project is a business entity. It's a profit-seeking organization, and then it focuses in mineral processing. And then our strategy in the mineral processing sphere is to seek out novel technologies, to test its suitability to treat or process various ores, and then to render compelling or unmatchable value propositions to companies, So, and then now we're expanding from mineral processing, we're actually into mine development. So, that is Linhleko Project. BUANG MOLOTO, on the other hand, it's a foundation. BUANG MOLOTO Foundation, on the other hand, is a not-for-profit organization, and then it is a foundation through which I intend to live my passion, my vision, my sense of purpose on earth, and then to ensure that I've got a lasting legacy, a footprint on this earth in terms of how I impact community in a very good and positive way. So I like to say to people that Linhleko project is my job.
Yeah.
And then BUANG MOLOTO is my work. It is what I was born to do, what I was called to do on earth, and then that is to show compassion and to show love to others, to show forth the greatness of God on this planet. And then this BUANG MOLOTO Foundation, it is that vehicle that I do. And then the other one, Linhleko, is to inspire, to let people know that there are no fortresses, business fortresses that black people cannot enter the space in, we're all talented. And then we don't need to try zama mining. You get what I'm saying? It's like we can build excellent corporations that last, and then ensure that we drive the frontiers of our economy.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we're talking about Linhleko projects, there's a guy by the name of Richard Pilkington.
Yes.
What is the story behind Richard? Because I see he's your guy.
Okay, yeah, Richard Pilkington. I was recruited by JCI in school to study extraction metallurgy. And then I spent 16 years in Anglo Platinum, which was originally part of JCI.
Yes.
And then Richard Pilkington happened to be my boss. From 2004 to about 2008. He was a general manager who actually gave me the first opportunity to manage a plant on my own. And then he had a very tough sense of leadership, but he's someone that gave me freedom, someone that believed in me, someone that stood up for me, someone that I had feisty debates with, tough talk with him, but someone that never took anything personal, but someone also that opened up doors for me and always granting me to do things the way that I want, and then always saying, no, but I'm going to keep you accountable for that. Yeah, you go do it, somebody that used F words on me and I never got offended, a leader, and then who encouraged even far more than technical proficiency, but also building the whole person, ensuring the plants. With him, we had music competitions, soccer competitions, and then also he gifted me with one book that I never forget, and it was about fatherhood. And in that book, that taught about the essence of the father, because he always considered managers to be father. That fatherhood book shaped the way that I actually became a father to my children. So he always remains special in my heart. He has changed my life, both from a technical but transcending to my social life.
Yes. You said he was your boss.
Yes.
But on your lines, you said he was a leader.
Yes.
Yeah. What the difference between those two?
So the boss, in the sense that he knew his corporate authority, and then he could exercise it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the power that he had delegated to it by the organization that he led. And then by leader, meaning he not always relied upon the official title that he got, his personality, the way that he could talk, the way that he could relate, from person to person, and then also the vision. When you talk about a leader, is when a person can lead or lead person to a universal mission or a goal, rally us all towards that, and capitalizing on what that is universal amongst us, So he's something that did that always believed in continuous improvement, never settling for anything, So he was a driver. A manager is always satisfied with their KPIs. When they achieve, they pat themselves on the back, But leaders, they take just momentary appreciation, momentary gratification, but then they move the frontier because now that is good now is no longer good for tomorrow, because leaders never going to be caught with their pens down or something like that. So he was such kind of a thing, such kind of a person.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about the foundation.
Yes.
The foundation is 2 years old now.
Yes.
Is its birthday on the 26th
26th August.
Yeah.
We're hardly 2 years.
2 years now.
Yes.
What are the things that the foundation is doing maybe to help the community?
Okay.
Yes, the Northwest.
Yeah. So the basis of our foundation, the reason, the mission, we say it is to uplift and to empower our communities through programs that are linked to our priority areas. And then those priority areas for us are one, helping the needy, empowering the youth, honoring the elderly, and then strengthening society.
Yes.
Now, when I try to break it down a little bit, let's say, for example, we've got to helping the needy. There are always people that cannot help themselves, people that live in sometimes squatter camps, that live in really informal settlement, services do not reach out to them, and then there are no good role models for them, So sometimes when you look at them, the future can be seen to be bleak. You get. So we want to reach out to them. People who on the face of it can feel that their dignity is not respected, So we want to proclaim good news to them. So sometimes we have got programs that we ask friends to donate clothes, donate books, donate furniture, and then we give out those donations to them. We have June 16 activities to them. We have Christmas activities for them, So those kind of things to help them, to feel them that no, we are not always forgotten, And then we are setting up we are setting up a bursary fund to help people from those communities. And even in my own personal capacity, I send people from such rural communities, give them bursaries to complete their studies, And when you think about our second priority area, we say helping, empowering the youth, So the first and foremost, we're looking in the form of arts, sports, and culture, where we've organized sporting events, tournaments, but we also had empowerment session, entrepreneurial empowerment sessions. We are on the verge of forming a BUANG MOLOTO Academy. We are, in fact, we are concluding even a partnership with Tshwane University of Technology, where we'd like to set up some ICT center here in Rustenburg in the Northwest, because we believe in the development of our youth, and then we believe that technology is at the forefront, and our people, whereas they engage with technology, do not use technology to monetize, to capitalize and improve our lives with. We have empowered and honored our elderly, giving them certificates of appreciations for all the work that they've done in the past, And then even when you look at this tournament, the festival, the choral festival, it's part of strengthening society, of bringing communities together, to ensure that there's a social cohesion, there's unity, there's camaraderie, there's joy, So this is what the foundation is all about.
Yeah. Talking about foundation, we can't run away from the fact that most NGOs are struggling financially.
Yeah.
There's no sponsors, government. Sometimes takes time. How do you keep your doors open?
Fortunately, we also run Linhleko projects. Yes. So sometimes, many a times, Linhleko project make donations to the foundation. Yeah. But the one thing that I teach people is I'm talking now particularly the members of our foundation, is the concept of construction of value, construction of money, because people tend to think that money is the be and it of it all, the be and end of it all, but the real capital that we have is our social capital, our network capital, our innovation capital, So I teach the team to find creative ways of getting funds, and then so every program that we do, we reach out to people, we reach out to businesses that are around us, and then we present real powerful pitch to them to support us. And then we are glad that many are coming around. I mean, especially I'm delighted that many black companies are starting to see, and they also see the need to invest in the communities that they operate in, So, and then also we find a way of selling tickets. I mean, we're also trying with selling raffle tickets, but we've been warned that we are not part of the lottery, we are learning there. But guys have to find ways, and then also doing programs that we ourselves believe that, let's say we do not get support, we do not get anything, we can do them by ourselves, so that our success is not dependent upon others. We do stuff that we believe that none will be able to do, and then otherwise we convince others to join us. I nearly wanted to give example of others, who start, but I think they're biting more than they can chew. You get, and then this is now when people then feel disheartened or something like that, and then they give up because they do not scale themselves properly up, to be able to do the stuff that we're able to do. So when we think about December and we're going to give out groceries, I ask my friends, no, I just need your 400, because I know that I want to give packages 400, but I need 200 packages. So I'm going to be talking to them, they give us this, give us that, and I tell them why, and then many of them, they realize the cost and then they support. Now, then we do it all under the banner of BUANG MOLOTO Foundation. Now it looks like the foundation had the financial means to be able to do it. You get, I mean, how do the legs, like what do you call the gift of the givers? Do you think the gift of the givers have got all the monies in the world? No, they build, and then it's the reputation that you have of delivering some project. Other believe in you, that if they give their resources to you, they know that you'll be able to carry it out. And then this is what we are attempting to do, to build a reputational capital. We can be a partners of choice. We can be relied upon. That when we set out to do something, we'll actually do it. And then people can trust us with their money to impact change in the communities. Yes.
You know, Mr. Moloto.
Yes.
By now you should be funding maybe a soccer tournament or what, but you decided to come to choral industry to say, as BUANG MOLOTO Foundation, we will do this for choral industry. Why?
Yes. So my journey with the choral music, and I think I had said it to you just before we actually started on the interview itself, is that I was inspired by the performance, the Gauteng choristers. They had Verdi's Requiem at Joburg Theatre. And I looked at the orchestra there. I looked at the singers, and I looked at the conductor, Mr. Sidwell. And I said, black people are doing, and this is high stuff, quality stuff. And I'm thinking, but why don't we have this thing in Rustenburg? Because so I'm thinking, how are we going to get this thing on Rustenburg? So I was telling, then I told one of the choristers there, Itumeleng, who is a member of the chorister, and I said, Itumeleng, form a choir. Because music is a healing thing. And then and it's something that we can use to unite society. And we dilly-dallied until an idea came from another friend of mine who said, Buang, can we form a gospel competition in Tlhabane?
Yeah.
And I thought about it and I said, no, let's go big and bold. And then the BUANG MOLOTO Choral came about. You get. So choral music as part of culture expresses our shared history, our shared value and our aspirations. It expresses our delight, it expresses our sorrow, it expresses our aspirations, the things that we dream of, and music has got a powerful way of healing and of bringing people together. You can talk about soccer. What do the soccer players do to rev themselves up? I mean, is to chant a song, whatever. So you can see that music is such a powerful platform or something to rev up communities. And choral music is organized and it is technical, and then it's something that can be easily commodified, and then sold out, that we can export it and show the brilliance of our talents, that anybody anywhere in the world can say, wow, there's talent there in the country. And then that's what we hope to stimulate in the country, the love for music, and which is basically a love for self, because the soul of an African, the melanin aspect of our being is music.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Mentioning orchestra, I saw that there's BUANG MOLOTO Orchestra or what?
Yeah.
Are we going to use your own orchestra? Tell me about that orchestra too.
Yeah, so as we planned about how do we make things better, how do we make the BUANG MOLOTO Choral Festival, the 2024 version of it, bigger and better? And then we thought, how are we going to do? So I was fortunate that Bokamoso Arts Institute, they performed in our inaugural festival as guest choir. So I had to meet many of their people there. And then this great musician, then he just came to me and he said, no, man, no more piano, man. Have an orchestra. And then he's the one who came and he said, no, we'll call it, I will assemble for you the BUANG MOLOTO Chamber Orchestra. And I said, okay. I mean, so when they mentioned my name, I get excited. and then he had this big ensemble of international players. And I said, will they be willing to come and perform? And then, and then we moved things around 10 and yes. And then we got the ensemble and we are now ready. We've got a conductor's workshop on the 28th of September in Tlhabane Community Hall, at the Tlhabane Community Hall, where the orchestra will be there and playing now with the choirs, so that the choirs can have an alignment and they can be balanced between
the choirs will come.
The choirs will come, and perform with the orchestra, So we're not gonna see the first performance there on the day, and then we find that there's a bit of disharmony and chaos there, So it was part of the orchestra came as part of enhancing the caliber of our choral festival. Yes.
You mentioned that choral music can contribute in our country.
Yes.
Because of the unemployment rate.
Yes.
Yeah, it increased from 32.9 in the first quarter to 35.2. You see, then the unemployment rate raised to 42.6. Though we have a talent engaka of young people just singing and go home and sleep without food, is there any way that we can take choral music, siyenze an industry where our choristers, they know on the 25th I get salary from this choir?
Yes, it's twofold. First of all, I mean, we need to change Africa, and we need to change the perception of what Africans can do for themselves. Now, everybody knows that Africans can sing. Yeah. It's only that we do not capitalize on the full value chain of the music industry. So we are people with the talent, but others market us, they record us, they distribute, and they control the revenue and the sales and the distribution of the sales. So when we think about it from that perspective, is that as we control and then we have collaborations with the composers and then with the choirs and then with the various let me just call them choir associations. We can build a platform that, especially for the unemployed choristers, that we could have choral festivals or concerts, let me call it concerts across the country on a continent that will run the whole way. That our people must also, talking black business, black business, particularly, not exclusively. I mean, and then you see, our foundation is founded from where I'm coming from our communities, and I come from a black community. Though I've lived with many of my white compatriots who have really helped shape who I am, and I'm forever grateful about it. But we've got a problem in our country that the face of poverty, the face of unemployment is black. So, and then it is only in this context that I emphasize the racial components of our discussion. So so black business have got a responsibility to ensure that these things that are uniquely ours, like choral music, that it is properly funded. And then together, I mean, we must create platforms of how we shape the production, the service, this output of music, and turn it into a commodity that can be sellable. And then when we engage with you, who today, like you are the, what do you call, you are interviewing me, and then you are a podcast. You get it's something that can be used to promote, and to market, and to frame it in a way that is compelling, such that this music of ours can be taken out internationally as something of value. Instead of us using it just on an ad hoc basis. That's one aspect, So we will have to find a way that we really capitalize on the choral music industry ourselves. Now, the second and bigger aspect is music, in as much as is the food for soul, does not bring about economic development. You get. We need scientists. We need engineers. We need sociologists. We need economics. We need lawyers and the like, clever people. And then choral music is a game of numbers, of bringing people together. And now in the workshops that we are having together with this choral, we must then arrange workshops that improve the plight of this. Because sometimes people join choirs because it is soulfully nurturing for them. But they are athletes or they are engineers, they are mathematicians, but music heals them. Now, music can do that thing, but then we tap onto their other skills, their giftedness. And then we say, to the choirs that are here, let us do financial management. You get entrepreneurship. Sometimes we can help choirs to say you can have cooperatives and then do this, let's say, gardening, agricultural units or something that can add economic value to themselves. Because now we have choirs that are organized because it's a game of numbers. And then choirs as well teach you about teamwork, and then moving in tandem, in alignment. Now, if we use the metaphor of music, to teach concept of entrepreneurship and business and economic freedom or development, we can change our world. And this is where we think BUANG MOLOTO Foundation is going to. This is for us, it is a means to collective empowerment of our communities. But if you start with, let's say we have a STEM symposium, very few people will come. But when we say, no, there's choral, there's a soccer tournament, there's netball, multitudes come. You see, and then we just grab a sample, 10% thereof in that, and then we focus, because whilst we're there, then we preach this message of development. And then if you catch the right brain, they come. So we believe arts and culture should be utilized in that manner. It brings us together. It's part of leisure. It's part of relaxation. It's part of soul nurturing. But it's a platform that we use to tap into our innovative and creative spaces to effect economic, technological development in our society.
You did the first annual event, 2023.
Yes.
And it was a success.
Yes.
How did the community of Northwest received the event?
It was heartwarming, the kind of messages I got. Just to start, the first choir that came on the platform on the day was Dolce Melodies. It's a local choir. In Rustenburg. And then they sang, before they competed, they said, we have a song to sing. And then in the song, it was saying, Rea leboga Re Moloto. We thank you, Re Moloto, for bringing choral. They said that some of the lyrics says, we've been waiting for a long time for an opportunity like this. And here it came. It's such a beautiful melodic song that they dedicated. So on the day itself, without the day going further up, I got chills in my spine. Beautiful. To say people are appreciating what you do. I had elderlies, and like choral music is an ageless. It affects the youth and the elderly together. And it is an alcohol free. It's because people think when we have party, when we are enjoying, alcohol must be part of it to really demonstrate that. So there you have people sitting 8-9 hours the whole day, right? Sometimes right up to 11 o'clock in the evening without a person touching any alcohol, and it's a Saturday. With their partners, with their children, everybody enjoy. So when I saw that thing, I said, wow, we did it. I saw the pride of the people, the team that brought this thing together. I mean, we gave the awards to Me Tsambo, the composer. And then she wrote us a message afterwards saying she had never received an accolade like that. And then she said she'll value it for the rest, she'll treasure it for the rest of her life. Now, those messages when you get are fulfilling, And then also when you hear other people saying, Mr. Moloto, also come and help us. Other people now want us to do clap and tap. They say that they believe that the foundation does real good work, And so it was a phenomenal succce. And then the review, the quality, the caliber, the music that was there. I even had somebody organizing the renowned David Carey. I had a meeting with him, and then we reflected on the choral festival that happened. So you can see that this thing is international.
Yes.
So it's something that's very light. You get what I'm saying. I was and then the feedback that they get, the thank you. They say thank you makes room for more. So when people said thank you, it propelled me to say no. Let's have another edition. Yes.
Since last year was your first year and the team, is there anything that you think it didn't go right. Let's fix it now. This second annual.
I don't know if I'd frame it in those terms, because the way that we're excited by the success of the company, of the event, I would not say things did not go right, but I would say there must be continuous improvement in all aspects of our lives.
Yeah.
So there are many things that we are putting in place there, Exactly. I mean, even from logistical point of view, also I mean, some people say it was good, but I also believe that our criteria for judging must be open now, and people must know exactly how they're going to be judged, because each choir is coming with a choir of their own, we had criterias like presentation, and then we didn't know. I mean, we just left it to the judges without guiding them. But this time we are clarifying as to what we say when we say this is the best presentable choir. Then there were also aesthetics, like the look and feel. I mean, things that wasn't right then. Of course, and then sometimes we had a critique that we let big choirs compete with up and coming choirs. So, but we call ours wafa wafa. So and then we still going on with the same format. Because from what I'm saying, we're not judging people by the sense of the strength of the choir, but we're judging people according to vocal performance, with regard to music accuracy, and you get with regard to presentation. So I mean, they must get their dictions right, they must get their intonations right, they must get their rhythmic accurate. I mean, all this kind of, these are the things, and then those things do not care whether your choir has been there for 10 years, whether it's 50 people or it's 30 people. If you've got a score, and then it tells you how that thing must be, and then perform, and then also, because I'm a leader, I believe so, that I'm a leader, and then I like people to challenge the status quo. I believe in the David against the Goliath. I like those stories. I bet on the on the underdog. So we say no, go for it. And so that's what's going to happen. We still go ahead, but which is a lesson learned from that, so that we also do not take this smaller up and coming choirs and then just we're also going to have an award now for the best developing choir. You can see it here, the best developing. So there's going to be a special there's going to be a special award for them. So this is taking in consideration the views that we get from our participating choirs.
Your philosophy of life. Never fail to try.
Never fail to try. Just do it. The problem is we have too much inertia, resistance to move on and do something, because many a times our decisions in life that leads to underdevelopment are impacted by negative things like fear and doubt in ourselves. And then sometimes we are shy of that. When we try, we can be embarrassed, or we can be rejected, or we can be viewed as outcasts, And then I say, no, you've got a right to be here. Live, try. Why? What's gonna be wrong with trying? And then even if you fail, fail whilst daring greatly, and then take failure as a lesson learned, and then be resilient and then innovate or find an alternative way of doing something. But whatever you do, keep pushing. So for example, I am not a chorister. I can't sing for the life of to save the life of me, and I've never been involved in choirs. But I thought, no, we're gonna try the choral festival, and then the other thing, and then people said, let's call it BUANG MOLOTO Choral. And I said, people do not know BUANG. And then my team actually said, no, let's call it BUANG MOLOTO Choral. And I said, okay, we're going to go. Then we tried. I could have said, but people are going to think, yeah, we are prosperous. And then who's this BUANG MOLOTO? And sometimes this BUANG MOLOTO has got this political affiliation or that. Now, those are the things that would make you to fail to try. But I tried nonetheless. And then here it was a success. You get. So we must never let our inhibitions stop us. We must never allow fear to rob us of our joy. Whatever, try, live out your life. So never fail to try. Just go out. There's a saying. Now, when you're talking about things about critical race theories and the likes, and then when you talk about racial lines and let's say white supremacy, like inferiority, type of things, where they talk about the confidence of a mediocre white man. There's such a saying, that white men go on in life even when they're incompetent, but they are confident, and in their confidence, their brouhaha, how they talk, even when you are smart and clever, and you are listening here, but this guy doesn't know anything. But he moves, because the confidence take him. But now I come up with mine, and I say, so we talk about the confidence of a mediocre, and then I talk about the self-doubt of a competent black man. You get. So we are competent, but we doubt ourselves, and then we don't do anything. And then we wonder why opportunities come and opportunities go without ever seizing them. Because we doubt, we never want to try. I say, go out and try. Yeah.
22 choirs.
Yes,
are
absolutely.
Coming here.
Yes.
At Civic Center.
At the Civic Center. Rustenburg Civic Center, to be precise.
Yes. As chairman of this event, what can you say to them?
First of all, let me express my heartfelt gratitude to the choirs that are coming here, because without them, this festival would not be a success.
Yeah.
Secondly, I also want to express my continued appreciation for them, for the collaboration that we've had throughout since they've expressed an interest to join, because there's been various developments, the back and forth of forms of this and that, the checks and balances that are needed to ensure that we create alignment, and then we have stakeholder expectations that can be met, So we have been having this continued engagement with the choirs. So, and then they've been very, very cooperative. I can tell them that the foundation will go out of its way to ensure that we've got a world-class system in there, from the lighting, from the stage, from the selection of judges, accuracy, from the feedback, from the way that we're going to market them, from the way that we're going to project them. We'll do our very best to make them appreciate that this was the best decision that they have ever made to participate. I mean, there are also big name choirs there. That are coming. You get there, and they are coming. I mean,
and it's not South Africa; it's Southern Africa.
And this is Southern Africa. This is Southern Africa. So we are making this thing a grand affair, and then it is something that's putting Rustenburg also on the map. So we are saying to the choirs, collectively together, we are showcasing to the world Africa's brilliance in performing arts, particularly music. Yeah, we are demonstrating excellence, and then we are showing teamwork, because if there's something that demonstrates the proficiency of teamwork, it is choral music, because you have some teams have got individual singers, soloists, who, if they do not harmonize and work together, they can have varying degrees of discord. But because they're working together, what we're gonna get on the day is melodic sound, something that's gonna be healing to so many of the aunties and the uncles and everybody that's gonna be there, and then hear about the beauty of our African composers and song. So, and you can also see the trophies are ready. Yeah, the trophies are ready. The checks for you. The checks are ready.
The checks are ready. I saw them.
So everything, the broadcasting is ready. You can see.
Yes.
So choirs, I hope your costumes are ready, yes. And then we have given them the scores and everything. Okay. So we're looking forward to a great day of song. Yes. So to the choirs once more, thank you very much. We really appreciate what you are to the foundation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Moloto.
Yes.
Let's take this opportunity and thank you for your time. We know you are a busy man with a busy schedule, but you managed to squeeze us on your busy schedule. Thank you very much, sir.
Anytime, my brother.
Yes. Don't forget, 26 October, BUANG MOLOTO Choral Festival, the second annual choral festival. And also, don't forget to support our sponsors. If you want to hire a bus, go to Bukamoso Art Institute. There's a lot of buses there. Tiromban has a lot of buses. You can hire a bus there to support our sponsors. Thank you very much. Grand Piano Truth, sharp.